Hey guys, just real quick before we get into the video, the last 2 lives I have not made any announcements, so here's your formal announcement. Sunday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can Google or do the math of whatever time that is for you and come and join us. We're just going to be working on whatever I can find, honestly. So come and join us, have some fun, enjoy the conversation, ask questions, whatever you want. But until then, enjoy the video. Hello everybody, welcome back to Waffles RC. It is fixing time before we get back on the mud truck, of course. As you can see, this is all taken apart. I found a different transmission, and I was told what a good transmission for this thing was. It just won't be here in time for the expo. So a free transmission from 1.5 years ago, I'll use that just for the expo, and then I'll get the correct transmission for this thing that can handle the weight, the torque, all that stuff. And me not drag racing it, that'll help it too. So we're gonna fix stuff first. I've already fixed the control arms that fell off, essentially minus the motor and transmission. This one's done. So let's fix the other ones that I broke. All right, trophy car did great. One upper control arm fell off, as you can see. So I will quickly put a new bolt in it. Got to protect our paint job. All done. This one, a bolt just fell out of the steering arm. Very simple. That's the right one. And that one's about to fall out too. It's been a good amount of time since I've been through this one. So, but done. Yeah, so the old mud truck, I have to redesign the transmission mount for it. So that one's just not going to happen. Not until we finish the new mud truck, because to redesign that one, I have to completely cut everything back out of it and find a new spot for the transmission. Because the issue with it is that the transmission is not only trying to go down, but I don't have it in line with the transfer case. So it's got too many angles. It breaks that drive shaft every time, and I know it's because of that. Definitely not because of my driving. So now let's get the new mud truck. There we go. It survived perfectly fine. Didn't take it out, of course, but gotta look at the good side of it, and every time you can. Okay, this one I have done correctly because I learned from the last one. So here you can see where the transfer case is. That has to go there, but then I have to go up to the transmission, which I'll be running this style transmission as per usual because I really like them. So I'm just gonna have to make some tabs for this, set it down in here somewhere, and then run a drive shaft down to it. But I'm going to make sure that this is in line with this so that the drive shaft only really has to fight one angle, I guess you'd say. So here, I figured I'd just show you. So transfer case is right there. Transmission is up here. So that's a pretty sharp angle to have to deal with. Then you can see that they're not in line with each other. You can see the relief cut that I put here. They're not in line. So that's why this one has to be redesigned. I have to be able to move the whole transmission over to get it in line with the transfer case. See? Learning from our mistakes. So let's get some tabs on this thing, get that transmission mounted, and find some more stuff to weld to it. And there you have it. Just some very simple tabs welded onto the frame. And as you can see, the transmission is in line with the transfer case. I also got the correct length drive shafts, both front and rear, so that all works. So everything works, is in binding. Everything is looking good so far. But for right now, I'm quite tired. Did a lot of yard work today. So I'm gonna go relax, and actually it's game night, so we're gonna go over to some friend's house, play game night, and then tomorrow we will get back onto this thing and just keep trucking away. Get it? I know I'm corny. I'll see you in the morning. Welcome to another day. So the next thing that we're gonna get started on with the mud truck is going to be, somebody gave me some of these, which are steps, and they just happen to be the perfect length for the cab of this truck. So I'm going to take this, bend it so that it follows along with this, and then run it up to the frame and have it stick out. And then I'm going to fill it all with sheet metal, because with the mud truck, you want to keep the mud out. So it's going to be one part of the defense of this thing, of keeping the mud out of the electronics and as much as stuff as I can, really. So let me bend some stuff up and bring it back, see what I come up with. And there we go. Got steps. Just have to figure out a way to mount those because they are aluminum. But we have steps. They are on both sides. So the whole plan with this is obviously have to mount those, but I'm gonna fill all this in with sheet metal, this all in with sheet metal, and same with all of this, just like the other truck. And then I'm gonna make a panel up here to cover up the engine, or sorry, cover up the motor. So that way it stays clean and there'll still be enough room or enough ventilation and everything for it to stay cool. The other one has never overheated. Granted, it's also never lasted long enough to get a chance to overheat, but that's beside the point. The unfortunate thing about that whole story that I just told you of all the sheet metal panels that I'm going to make, I don't have any sheet metal. I have plenty of scraps, but not enough to do this. So bad planning on my part. I got that expo in my head and I got to fix the truck still. So what we're going to do next is an idea that a few of you have wanted me to make one. And no, it's not a 24 scale. You figure out a wife that's walking right there.
Wife is not stopping to clean her car. I have a job.
Yep, that's staying in. So what I'm going to make is a trailer hitch, but not a standard trailer hitch, one that folds down. Just messing with you guys. But not a standard trailer hitch, one that folds down. So we can tow when we want to, and then fold it up when we want to go mudding. So let me figure out the physics of that real quick, and I'll be right back. So this is what I've come up with. Well, that's right. Didn't go too crazy with it. Nothing too fancy. It's just a bar with a spot for a ball hitch that I have to get. I'll have to get a servo for up here and then figure out the proper angles to be able to fold it up when I want, and then fold it down. I also welded in a stop, so that way it stops whatever it's pulling, which I know, but you don't yet. Whatever it's pulling, it'll be pulling against that stop and not a servo. I'll just have the servo stop basically right there, and it'll keep pressure on it, but as you're pulling it, it's just going to be pulling against the stop and not a servo. And I'll dress it up, make it look a little bit better than it is right now. It's, you know, it's all just in pieces, but that is a folding trailer hitch, and it will tow a trailer at a very high rate of speed. So since my mind is kind of stuck on getting the semi fix for the Expo, I'm going to use what scrap metal I have. No, I can't. I don't know what else to do. I didn't get enough parts for this. Had RC Fest last weekend and didn't get any parts for it. I just was focused on RC Fest. So what else can I do to this thing? That is the question of the year. Well, it's the question of the weekend, actually. So, actually, I figured out what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the scrap metal that I do have for the smaller pieces to do like my inner fenders, basically. That way I can get them all mocked up, get everything where it needs to be. So let's get on a quick time lapse and finish this out by scrapping some stuff together. And there we are. We have front inner fenders. I know, they're very fancy, aren't they? And this piece, I'm basically stopping just because I'm not super happy with that piece. It's going to do what it needs to do, but it doesn't fit right. And I don't want to keep scrapping things together. I want to get one solid piece for here, one solid piece for here. So this is where we're at. We got a trailer hitch and some fenders. Let's get the body on it. Also finally trimmed up the body pins, or the holes in the body, so that it actually, you know, fits. Ah, yeah. Cut them a little short, but not bad. I know it's hard to see, but, you know, you get the idea. That is just there to protect mud from flinging up off of the quite close tire. Either keeping it from going up and into the ESC or the fan for the ESC and the motor. And then this one is just to clean it up and you can barely see it. But with all my bad welds, you can't even tell. And here is the trailer hitch as it sits right now, but when we're going mudding, we just flip it up and it's out of the way. And when we want to tow, there you go. That's going to be it for this week. I know it's a short video, but I got to get on that semi. I got to get it back together. I got to get it working. So that's what I'm going to go do. I'm actually going to go live, but you won't see this for a week, so I guess it's pointless. But there will be a live of me working on it. So until next week, when I get more metal for this, we're going to just leave it here. We're gonna get on the semi. Now I'm in trouble. If you want to get some merch, it'd be greatly appreciated. I'll put a link down below. All the proceeds for that goes right back into these RCs. I don't know if you can hear me because she won't turn it off. So until next week, we'll see you then.